Yo, Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. And Food Wars, what can I really say except for the Tadokoro versus Ryu battle is actually a pretty interesting battle versus intense flavor versus actual, like, I don't really know what Tadokoro's thing is. It's almost more or less like a harmonious type of dish, whereas that you have to throw all these specific things like into the dish, which is kind of a crazy battle between their ideologies. Whereas that Ryo's whole thing is they kind of pretty much went on to say that everything about his dish is just pure hard flavor, and it's like the second that you taste it, everything else is just underwhelming to you. And he kind of says that his is sort of like a knockout brawl, whereas that is supposed to hit you once, and then that's pretty much about it. You're not supposed to feel anything else. Whereas Tadokoro's thing upon that is more or less like you have a multitude of flavors and stuff, which kind of actually goes a little bit deeper, as they kind of pretty much put earlier. Was that Ryo's thing was that it's supposed to be you versus everybody else. And that's pretty much how his dish is kind of coming off, whereas Tadokoro's dish is more or less like you work with everybody else to kind of grow, and pretty much you make a better like cooking experience, when that's sort of how her stuff is going. This one is kind of left up like in the air, but I will say though that her dish is perfectly countering Ryo's so far. And also, I'm also sad that my albino girl Alice has lost. Well, at least she's still in high spirits, and hopefully we get. And also, it's almost like every single person who was young and was running a kitchen, aside from Soma and maybe Tadokoro, were kind of assholes. Like when they were running their own running their own kitchens. Especially Ryo, because he's like, look, you guys are fucking terrible. You can't make food well, so I can do all this shit on my own. You motherfuckers, man, just go out there and y'all prep, and y'all just hand out orders, because you're all pretty much waiters now. Like, get out of my sight, you peasants. It's kind of how he's coming across, especially since, even though he may be Alice's assistant, I think he still kind of has this whole mentality of like that he wants to become his own man, because I think that they're both still, because he's still trying to compete with her. It's not like how Irena has her servant, whereas that she was all for. He seems like he's actually trying to actually take out Alice and try and like go beyond her, even though he can't. But still, that is something that I really I kind of want to see more of, but until then, that is what I got to say about that. I'll see you next time on the next John Graves Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'll see you next time. I'm out.